Hi, I'm Liz Parker-Kuhn, Senior Editor, Candy Industry Magazine. Today we are talking to Mika Shino with Issei Mochi Gummies. Thanks for being here today with us.
Thank you for having me.
So for my first question, what are some consumer trends and behaviors in the gummies category right now?
Yeah, I think, gummies, since I was little and I was consuming gummies, have really evolved. People are consuming them across a lot of different moments in their day and different flavors, different textures. I think people are more adventurous today. They're curious, they're more open. Um, we're seeing in our company different interests in global flavors and really new kinds of textures and global trends, sweet and savory combos, a little heat, spicy mixes, and moving into functional gummies. So we produced mochi gummies. We're the first to market gummies made with rice and tapioca. So it really is a different kind of textural experience. And I think that's really what really helped us evolve and launch into so many different retailers. I think it's because it's different. It really offers a different kind of sensory experience, if that makes sense.
Can you also talk about some trends, ingredients, like flavors, ingredients, nutrition profiles, buying consumption occasions, things like that?
Um, for us, as I said, we're really kind of a new kind of gummy. So I think the people that are following us and that are really part of our community, they're really interested in how we manage to get the texture of a gummy, a traditional gummy, with different ingredients, global ingredients like rice and tapioca. And I think that's really triggered a lot of curiosity around our product and around our brand. And we also lean into global flavors. So one of our biggest sellers is yuzu, which is a citrus fruit that comes from Kochi, Japan, which is where my mother's from. It's a very aromatic, a cross between a lime and a lemon. And it's been used a lot across culinary cultures, and it's become a trendy ingredient for a lot of chefs. But very rarely it's been integrated as a flavor for candy. So, global flavors, global textures using different kinds of ingredients that haven't been used. I think our goal has always been to expand the definition of a gummy candy and what it means to create different textures using ingredients that have been overlooked traditionally. Gummy candies in the West are dominated by gelatin and pectin, which are amazing, but they really give a consistent kind of texture. And it's really has been a long time since you've seen a different kind of texture introduced. So that's really what we've been excited about.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't think with yuzu, I've heard of it. I think I've tried it. The only other company I think I've seen it, and I could be wrong about this, there's a company called Better Sour that does vegan gummies, and I want to say they had like a yuzu
Yeah,
flavor.
absolutely. Yeah. So they're another brand. I think it's really exciting to see brands embracing global flavors,
Yeah.
flavors that have, that go beyond the general, the cherry and the strawberry and the oranges that you see generally in candy.
Yeah, definitely. And then you kind of talked about this a little bit, but how does your company work to keep up with current consumer interests?
Yeah, I mean, we do a lot of listening. We engage a lot with our community. Um, Online, TikTok and Instagram, that's really changed our business, and we get really real-time feedback from our followers and our consumers. They're very vocal, especially on TikTok. They're not shy, so they really request a lot of flavors. But it's interesting, there's consistency and in the requests that come in, there's undeniable desires of certain flavors. I think we've gotten over 100 requests for that, and these are completely, independent DMs. So it's not like a public sort of survey. So there's definitely trends and interests that consumers are moving towards, and I think listening and really observing what's happening out there really helps us.
Yeah, social media is definitely playing a role in like different flavors and things that people want to see or hear. Speaking of which, have you seen any notable innovations in gummies recently?
Yeah, absolutely. I just saw Rotten launched, I think, a spicy gummy. I think that's really exciting. Um, this mix of savory and sweet and spicy and sweet or tangy. I think that's really, really interesting. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that should be interesting. We're actually hosting a Better For You webinar in a week or two, I believe. So by the time this posts, it will have already happened. But the reason I mentioned that is Michael from Rotten will be our speaker. So
Yeah, he's
they're
doing great.
also they're also very interesting at Sweets and Snacks. Did you go to Sweets and Snacks
Yes.
this year? Yeah, I don't know if you noticed on the way to the convention center, there were like things on the sidewalk and it was for
Yes.
Rotten. I don't
Yeah,
know if
I
they
saw
were
that
supposed to
too.
do that or not, but I was like,
No,
oh,
I
that's
saw it
funny.
too, and I actually posted about it. I thought this is ingenious. They put huge stickers of potholes. Is
Yeah.
that what you're talking about? Yeah, and they
Yeah,
just leave.
yeah.
Yeah, brilliant,
I think I
brilliant.
was coming from the east. I think my hotel or going west from the east. And I was like, oh, look, I know that brand. So it
Yeah, so cool.
was funny. I'm pretty sure you have some recent or upcoming launches, correct?
We were really surprised when we launched something for Lunar our first year. We were really overwhelmed. I mean, people bought them for displaying because we have them in red boxes. And we realized there really is still a limited um, selection for that holiday. So this year we partnered with Target and we're launching the Lunar limited edition exclusive Target Lunar boxes in 700 stores. So that's really exciting for us, top of the year.
What is your favorite, last question, what is your favorite flavor? It's probably like choosing your favorite child, but what is your favorite flavor in your lineup?
I would say yuzu, just because it's so close to my heart, and it's like I said, it comes from Kochi, which is where my mother's from. So I grew up with yuzu, freshly pressed yuzu juices that we used to, put into our sashimis and shabu shabus. So it's a very, very special flavor. So I would say that that's my favorite, even though they're all my favorites.
Right, yeah. That's why I said it's kind of hard to choose one, but I think I've tried the yuzu flavor. I liked it. I think my favorite is mango of yours, but I liked the
Thank
yuzu
you.
one a lot
Thank
too.
you. It's hard to really get mango right because
Yeah.
there's a whole spectrum of mango. Like mango can be very pungent if you're really trying to do it true to fruit, but it can also be kind of overwhelming. So we had to do a lot of R&D on mango. So I'm glad to hear that you like
Interesting.
that version. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very difficult actually.
Okay. Interesting. Well, that is all the time we have today, but thanks again for being here with us.
Thank you so much for having me.